magnificent she is. I mean, this is a Mercedes AMG GTS. It's a full AMG. This is to replace, well, one of my favourite cars of all time, the AMG SLS Gullwing. Follow me around. As you can see, it's handcrafted by Philip Becker in Germany, whoever he is. But thank you anyway. And as you can see, this is the bi-turbo V8. Now, if you can see here, the V8 means the engine's in the V shape with 8 cylinders, and these are the bi-turbos here. You can see the 2 turbos inside the engine. Okay, so that's what the V8 means. But yeah, we're going to take it for a test drive and find out whether it's worth your hard-earned cash. So you're probably thinking it's going to be quite pricey, but is it underpriced? Who knows? Follow me around. You've got these nice 19-inch alloy wheels with red brake calipers as well. Nice with the AMG logo on, and of course as well the V8 bi-turbo. Now this is the AMG GT S, which actually gives 50 brake horsepower more than the normal AMG GT. So you've got an automatic speed brake here. To be honest, that's quite practical, isn't it? Got enough space here. Now, obviously we're going to take this for a test drive and find out whether it's worth your hard-earned cash, but obviously because this is a full AMG, there's no fake exhaust as well. And I quite like this colour. This colour is Designo Iridium Silver. So, what's the AMG GTS like to drive? Well, put it this way, it doesn't like being in neutral. It's very lively, and as soon as you put your foot on that accelerator, it jumps forward. So it's eager, which is exactly what I'd want for a full AMG cars. Usually when you see an AMG on an A-class or a C-class, this is a proper AMG. So yeah, as you can tell, as soon as I put my foot down, it's just instant power with that 510 brake horsepower, and that's 50 brake horsepower more because this is the GTS. And we're very low down, as you can see. Remember, this is meant to replace the very popular SLS AMG GULLWING. So Mercedes have done a great job. You're low down. You actually feel like you're in a bit of a Batmobile. It's quite long in front. Ride height, very firm position with these bucket seats. You can tell this Mercedes doesn't like being in neutral, it just wants to go. And also, if you have a look here on the gear turn shifts, you've got these great little gear knobs you can change. You can put it into race mode, which will obviously change your suspension. You've also got race mode and Sports Plus Sports as well. What I like about this GT is it's a Grand Tourer, so it means you can just comfortably cruise around, and obviously if not, you can be a bit cheeky and you can put it in Sports Plus mode and you can really feel that grunt of that V8. It's beautiful. Have you heard that? Oh, popping as well. And you really do have to rein it in sometimes on that very powerful 4-litre V8 engine. I mean, Mercedes have done a great job of keeping that SLS spirit, but in this new AMG GT body. I mean, you've got Alcantara all around here, it's quite nice, and you've got a nice little, well, quite big sunroof, it's almost panoramic. And you've got these cool little features around there, and to be honest, I don't even know why they've included a CD player in this. I mean, you've got the best music in the world, and that's the engine when you rev it. Now, this is a rear-wheel drive, so it does mean when you are putting your foot down straight away, it does have a tendency to kind of skid, so best be careful. Whereas in a Nissan GTR, you have 4-wheel drive and you don't have that issue, but I'm guessing when this is on a track, it'll be absolutely brilliant when you can listen to the sound of that engine all the time. But what's so weird is when you're just on a normal road, it just sounds so quiet. And as soon as you just tempt yourself by putting your foot down, it just blows up. It's magnificent. I love it. Bucket seats, which are really, I mean, yeah, really strong. And they're dead firm, these bucket seats. The suspension on this is really stiff, but you can actually tweak this on here. I'll turn that automatic start and stop off. Wrap this video up on this AMG GTS. Well, for starters, I don't want to leave this car at all. I mean, it's absolutely brilliant. I mean, the drive is, well, it's unlike anything I've driven before. However, the seats aren't that comfortable, and to be honest, practicality, well, it's not practical enough for anything really, apart from driving. So it's time to weigh the AMG GTS on that scale of worth. Now this is a supercar, so we have to look at things in a bit of a different way. However, the countermeasures are still practicality, appeal, reliability, performance, features and fun factor against the cost. So it's the cost we're looking at a bit differently. So we're going to look at the average price for this car. So we've looked at the lowest, the average and the highest. So let's weigh it against the average price to give the AMG GTS its fairest shout on that scale. So let's zoom into the scale and let's release those coins to find out what the outcome is. And as you can see, the Mercedes badge weighs that scale down, which means the GTS is worth it. So let's talk about the practicality. So starting on the letdowns, even though the boot space is 350 litres, that's almost as much as a Ford Focus. The boot is long and shallow, meaning you can't actually fit much in there. And also there aren't any seats in the back compared to, say, a Porsche 911. But I think these could be excused as they aren't really seats anyway in the back. The ride is uncomfortable also on long journeys, and the space in the cabin just feels literally like a cockpit for a racing car, meaning don't be expecting full-on luxury and comfort. Performance, the 0 to 60 is outstanding, and you really get to grips with having fun with this car. The way it grips the road, the different race modes, it just feels like an untamed animal at times, just waiting to be unleashed onto a proper racing track. To do this car justice, it, like I say, it just needs to be taken on a track for sure. And to be honest, you'd be lucky to get 23 miles per gallon in this car, so don't expect cheap fuel runs either. Fun factor, what a joy to drive. The exciting pops you get when driving in race mode, and as mentioned, it's quiet. When you quiet the engine down with a turn of the dial back down to standard mode where it just jots about town, which makes it a great GT car or even a daily. However, on long journeys, make sure you can handle the real firm ride and hard bucket seats. Reliability. Due to it being hand-built by AMG, we feel this V8 engine should be unaffected by everyday usage, so reliability should not be an issue. However, though it's not had an NCAP crash rate testing, we feel with a signature on the engine, it just gives us some confidence. Appeal, though this Mercedes does not have gull-wing doors like its predecessor, it still manages to turn heads with its smoothed coupe back and low to the ground profile, which really adds to its prolific design. Features, again, this is where the Mercedes is let down. Even though this is a driver's car, and we do stress that, we did feel the entertainment system was a little tricky and outdated to use, with a click wheel and touchpad in the centre. Just seems all a bit outdated, and also it would be quite fiddly. And to be honest, we did expect something a bit more in it, so for example Apple CarPlay and a bit more space in the front of the cabin also. However, taking this all into consideration, the Mercedes AMG GTS is still worth it. Please like and subscribe to the channel, and we hope you like this video. Big thank you to Cams of London for letting us review this fantastic car, and we hope to see you on the next video.